Gen Daily Podcast. All right, welcome back to another episode. As always, please remember to like, follow, subscribe, and leave us a question. We answer questions all the time. And on that topic, we are continuing our series on Amazon. The past few episodes have been on Amazon as well. We're going from like the beginner into the more advanced topics as we go. And today we're talking about hero shots. Jace, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so the hero shot, we're going to take a deep dive into that. The hero shot is the first product image on an Amazon listing. It's also the image that shows up in search results when you search women's copper earrings, whatever. That image that shows up among the 20 to 50 different products is what we call the hero shot. We call it the hero shot because ideally we want to create a hero effect. So this generally started with the supplement category, where it's using the same bottle, the same size, same look, in most cases the same color, which you don't want to do if you can avoid. And we wanted to create a hero effect. So we start shooting, we have the product photographer shoot slightly below, so you're looking up to the product, so it creates that proud hero Superman effect that you're looking up, right? That's why it's called the hero shot. We want to do that with every product that it's feasible to do so. Now, the hero effect, we also call it the hero effect because we put a disproportionate amount of time into the quality of that image. And when I say quality, I don't mean it looks sexy, it looks it looks cool. Is it going to get a click through? That's the only thing that's cool for me and our clients. I want people to click on that damn photo. How do I do that? We're going to talk about how we do that today. Okay, so let's talk about Amazon's terms of service, because what most people know, if they've put up 5 ASINs, they've launched 5 products on Amazon, they're like, adhere to Amazon's terms of service or you're going to get delisted or worst, suspended. So Amazon terms of service says that you have to have a white background. Your product needs to fill 85% of that space. And you can't have any added graphics like as seen on TV, 100% guaranteed, ribbons and spammy looking stuff. And so what most sellers do is they adhere to the letter of the law, the Amazon TOS. And as a result, every listing, every hero shot looks like every other hero. It is ridiculous. Supplement category is a classic example. If you want to buy vitamin D, at a glance, without going into detail into each individual listing, all those hero shots look pretty much the same. So now I'm going on price and reviews, that's it. Why would you give up that real estate? So you want to create a hero shot that does stand out. And there are ways that you can do that that do not get you delisted, okay? Amazon's terms of service are there to avoid or minimize spammy looking search results. That's the spirit of those terms of service. What we do is we test and experiment with hero shots that stand out. So one of the most common ways is adding the packaging. Now you have to have good packaging and you have to have colorful packaging that will stand out. In some of the kitchen brands that I've managed, we're using pastel orange, pastel blue, pastel green, because it really contrasts with the white background and the white background that's in most people's browsers. Sometimes they're using a dark theme. Either way, those pastel-y bright colors really pack a punch and stand out. So when you glance at search results, let's say coffee cups thermal wall insulated, that's a very popular category. You will see one of the brands we managed and it immediately stands out from all of them. And you didn't have to think too much about it, but our click-through rate is higher because that hero shot simply stands out. People buy impulsively. They glance at it for a few seconds and they just click on it. They're not thinking about it critically, and that's good. You want to take advantage of those impulse buys. So having the packaging in the background and then the product in the center, in the foreground, can work. Also, you can experiment with putting the ingredients in the foreground. So you have like packaging. If I have this coffee cup here, I have the packaging in the background and then coffee beans in the front, right? That's one way to create depth and also create distinction among all your other search results. Now I can get away with putting coffee in adding that graphic into the hero shot because it's what's in the cup. I'm not adding some spammy looking component. We've never been delisted, never been suspended for anything like that. You do want to innovate. I don't want to say push the envelope of the TOS, but you want to think innovation within the hero shot. I cannot overemphasize this enough. When people from a marketing or sales background go, oh yeah, that makes sense, that's great. But the execution of 99% of hero shots on Amazon are shit. They're horrible. People did not put a good thought. They have one product image and they slap it up there and they, okay, let's put the title in the hero shot and let's upload it and let's go. There's so much competitive advantage that you can get by testing hero shots that convert. Now, adding the packaging and the foreground and all this stuff, you could do it expertly and it just doesn't work. So you have to test again. What other hero shot's going to work? So here's an example. We had a client who was selling power cables. So like gaming power, so like HDMI cables, USB cables, stuff like that. And they were specifically targeting gamers. And so a big thing for a gamer was knowing which end was male and which was female, and which was USB and which was type USB, right? There was all different types. These are converters, right? I want to convert from this to, and so in the hero shot, you would see the cable, but you'd also see in the bottom third, like the lower third of that hero shot of that image, all the compatible heads of each side. So one is USB type C, one is USB, one is micro USB. One is HDMI, converting to USB Type-C, something like that. So at a glance, I knew, is this cord compatible with my needs? I didn't have to click on it, I knew right away. Whereas most other competitors just had the cord in Hero Shot and then branding on the cord, on the head of the cord. That was it. We tested that out and found that worked. So that's another way to test it out. You need to test the hero shot, and just the practical application here, I'll end with this. If you are selling less than 50 units a month, you're going to have to do this manually. Like you literally have 3 to 6 sets of hero shots. And if you're not in a gated community that Amazon locks down, that's a separate issue. Meaning you can change hero shots anytime you want. You want to test those out manually. For 48 hours, put this up. For a week, put this up. For a month, put this up. And compare that to the next time frame that you test another hero shot. If you're selling more, you're selling 50 a day, now we can change it out every 24 hours and you can compare those numbers. Amazon's a platform where you can endlessly A/B test and it can be extremely powerful.
Awesome. Yeah. So it's like quite a bit of information on the hero shot and the things that work, the things that don't, the terms of service. As always, we're going to be continuing with this Amazon series in our next episode. So please stay tuned for that. Until next time.